After 17 years owning this home, and it was builder thing, we felt that either we moved out and we looked around and everything, didn't find something we like, and what we decided said, no, let's try to hire somebody to do something that we would love and see if we could live here. So that's how it started.
We liked the location of our house, and so we thought about, do we move somewhere else? And then with everything going on at the time with higher house prices and everything that was happening, that said, well, let's maybe just invest it here. And we, as I said, it's a good neighborhood. We get along well with our neighbors, and let's maybe just invest here instead.
Actually, we went to the home show because we were looking around and we knew a lot of big company, but I like to look at local and smaller company and see and felt the thing. So when we went around at the home show, we saw many, and actually we met you and another person, and we felt that, I felt right away the willingness to help, the willingness to, so I felt confident. And they say a feeling, and we were with a friend, and my husband Derek and our friend too felt the same thing. There's some thing that we felt there, and say, okay, let's try to sit with you and see what we can do. That's how it came.
I think the way you described the cost structure as well, just about how the next steps would be and how all that would play out, I think it was very clear. And then how you sort of described it, and we also developed a nice rapport, I think, early and quickly, and just kind of gave us that confidence, and everything that you were talking about sort of answered my questions that were going on in my head at the time. Outside of the design stuff, it was more just how would the mechanics of this work, and you answered all my questions.
I think it was great. It was. It's always a stressful time because you don't know your thing, but I felt the support and the help throughout to this, and say, okay, let's take it one step at a time. One step at a time, and everything will do everything. So for me, that was getting to reassure me and everything. So that was good. It was fun.
That's a question for her.
I like really much, what I appreciate the most is that 2 weeks, time frame. It's not too short and it's not too long because, and we had to move out. So because we had to move out, we were not here, so we were not seeing anything. We were not seeing any progress. So that's where the pressure and the stress comes in. Say, okay, am I going to be? So the fact that 2 weeks, and if there was something that I could point out right away, so that not to wait later on, I really like that. Or I was getting reassured and confirmed that this is coming, this is going to be done. Is there forgotten about this? So I think it's the way to go for me. Without this, I don't think I would have made it through because I was so wondering. I couldn't wait 3 months to see what it is. So.
Yeah, from a layman's perspective, when you're not used to seeing renovations, you can't really tell where things are at. You can't really tell if things are behind or ahead of schedule. So when you're there and you have it every 2 weeks reassuring us that everything is fine, or telling us if something's not great because of things out of our control, then at least we know early on, and so we know what to expect. But we didn't really have that many examples of that anyway, but everything seemed to be going along just fine.
Okay, it's tough not to say this area because this is such a movie, like a completely different home right here. But I have to say that my bathroom won my heart. The main bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom's fantastic. This whole area is fantastic. It's even opened things up a little bit more than they were. Well, it has opened up things up quite a bit more than it used to be, and just it's just a full sort of refresh, and so it's hard to pinpoint one thing, but for sure, both the bathroom and this main area have been fantastic.
I should have done a little bit more, thinking ahead so that maybe I would not be stressed, but just thinking about look at more kitchen online, more at what I really wanted. But I have to say with Veronica on board that really listened to what I was thinking, and she's been able to, I think I know what you want. I don't think it's the right thing. Let me go get some and bring you some more. Oh yeah, that's the one I want. So that was great because I think not everybody would be exactly what they want, but the help that you guys provided and Veronica provided to help me out pick what I want was great because once I had that, I could select. So that would be maybe look at more things, be more familiar with what I want, but I didn't know where to start. But what I would have to say, that's what I would do. But at the other time, I was well guided through it, so it was fine after all.
Yeah, I think also just with our context and the amount of work we had done, We had quite a lot of things that got done. So, as we kind of walk through it, then you kind of think, well, what's the sticker price going to be of this? And then sort of course, when you first see it, it's like, okay, well, and then as you sort of talk to other folks that are going through the same thing, everybody's kind of like, yeah, the way things are at the moment, that's what it is. So it's it takes a little bit of kind of getting used to, but then once you sort of accept that, then you are getting your money's worth.
I think my biggest advice would be trust you. Go with the flow. For me, I had, like I said, many stories that were not great. And I lived outside of here. So, like, people were saying, watch out, watch out. There was a lot of negative said to me. So I would have trust more. I think I would have enjoyed more the process. It's just when I was coming, I think I started to enjoy completely the process is when I was seeing result. And now I said, huh. And after that, you had said, Louise, we'll be with you till the end and after the end. And for me, this is something that I would say, trust, and they will be there. Even if there's little thing, because there's always little thing, those are little things that they're gonna come and fix, and they will be there. And for me, the after sale, after completion service, I tell that to everybody, they cannot believe it. They never had that with their experience, this sales services. And when they said that I was moving and architecture moved and still made a change, you never made me feel guilty about it. Louise, you have just told us, whatever makes you happy and you love it, we want you to love your home. And I didn't feel the pressure, and the service is great. I said that to friends, they said, my God, they must hate you. They say, like, oh my, they couldn't believe that was done. So for me, I would say to people, trust the process. They will be there after the process if there's something, and just have fun and enjoy the ride, because I know that I would, if we would not hesitate. We have a basement now we're looking at to take you again, and I would enjoy even more. It's not that I didn't completely enjoy it, but I was always that doubt that it was true what you were saying. So trust. I say trust you and enjoy it.
Yeah, like you said, after work as well. It's just been, we knew if there was something small that was wrong, there's no need to get upset about it. We knew you were going to be there and fix it. So it's been such a positive experience that you said you're going to do that, and you have. And again, it's just minor things that have popped up here and there, and it's been fantastic.